If your mind was a Beyoncé album, which of her 8 solo albums would it be? Hi, I'm Kara Kelly, contributor for HelloBeautiful.com, and here's my breakdown of Beyoncé's album by Feminine Archetypes. So let's go to school for a bit, psychology nerds, shall we? What's an archetype? Archetypes, according to father of psychology Carl Jung, are described as identity models or personality types that influence human behavior. So think of character themes we see throughout TV and film and folklore like the queen, the maiden, or the huntress. According to Jung, all of these archetypes exist in the unconscious mind of humanity, and the extent to which they are expressed depends on the woman. While Jung is credited with this theory, indigenous cultures like African, Native American, and South Asian folks have used archetypes to describe different aspects of the feminine psyche for generations, passed on through our folklore and through our oral histories. The late, great Aisha K. Fans, writer, Jungian researcher, and CEO of Women Love Power said, there are 7 feminine archetypes that prevail in contemporary Western society: the mother, the maiden, the queen, the huntress, the sage, the mystic, and the lover. The presence of these archetypes in our psyches account for the major differences that we see among women. So, for my exploration of Beyoncé's albums from the lens of feminine archetypes, I pulled from the work of Jung, Fanes, and psychologists to pair each Beyoncé project with the archetypal essence it embodies. So which Beyoncé album most represents your psyche right now? Dig in and find out. Dangerously in Love represents a maiden's first voyage out on her own. When the album dropped, Destiny's Child was still a group. Their last album, Destiny Fulfilled, was released in 2004, but Beyoncé was bravely forging out on her own for the first time. The maiden archetype represents the ever-youthful, naive virgin, which is no coincidence that Beyoncé's zodiac sign, Virgo, is represented by the virgin archetype too. With B-Day, the artist got her solo footing with a high-powered, super self-loving second album. B-Day screams the huntress archetype because she is unapologetically independent and free-spirited. She's not afraid to demand a man come hither with lyrics like, if you want to, you got the green light. And she's prone to leave you if you're not worshiping that kitty cat. Okay. Beyonce's 2-sided disc, I Am Sasha Fierce, was the unveiling of her alter ego's voice and power. Sasha Fierce. Think of the trickster like Gemini twins or Jekyll and Hyde, 2 different masks of the same coin. So while the I Am side includes throaty devotional ballads like Halo and emotional longing like Broken Hearted Girl, the Sasha Fierce side gives us big diva energy and digital freak era vibes in video phone. So which identity is she really? The trickster never tells. Beyonce's 4th album, 4, is an ode to a woman blossoming into motherhood. She's learned to love herself, lose herself in love, and now she's ready to create love itself. Beyoncé announced that she was expecting her first child just months after the album was released, with an MTV Awards performance of Love on Top on August 28, 2011, that revealed her growing baby bump. Beyoncé's self-titled surprise album tilted the music industry on its head, okay? And that is giving big mystic energy because she seduces with mystery. Fans describes the mystic as one who dives inward for meaning. Lemonade represents the hero archetype because through the visuals and words, we see a Black woman saving herself from betrayal using the power of alchemy, which is making lemonade from lemons. The hero is the archetype women turn to when they need self-rescue and loving support from the wisdom of their foremothers and their sisters. The Renaissance album fully embodies that bravado and power of the queen. The queen archetype represents self-sovereignty. It was perfect timing that this album dropped in the heat of Leo season, which is an astrological constellation marked by the lion, aka the king and queen of the jungle. Renaissance is about awakening the dormant big cat energy in everyone. And last, we have the crone as Cowboy Carter, which is an archetype that embodies a lifetime of wisdom and contains other archetypes like the maiden and the mother. A woman embodies the crone when she taps into the psyche to reclaim and receive the power within herself to honor older women. So think about Beyoncé putting Dolly Parton and Linda Martell on Cowboy Carter. Cowboy Carter also speaks to the double consciousness of being born both Black and American, and the rage of being the ancestral backbone of this country through forced slave labor, while being legally and socially marginalized. Cowboy Carter, we see those seemingly opposing identities blend into a proud declaration of belonging. So, Which Beyonce album most represents your psyche right now? Head to HelloBeautiful.com to find out more. See you there.